There's a methodology that you use, and it's got kind of a funny name.
Okay.
But it's called physical penetration testing.
Physical, okay.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to the ProfitDig Show. My name is Chris Work, here with my partner, Jeff Givens. Jeff, how we doing?
Man, living the good life. How you doing?
Hey, I can't complain. That's right. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you joining us this evening. We have an interesting topic for you on company security. Before we jump into it, though, be sure to check us out at ProfitDig.com. Visit our YouTube channel. If you just Google ProfitDig, you'll find all of our socials. We're everywhere. You can't miss us. Like some content. Let us know what you want to talk about, what interests you. That helps us put together additional content for you in the future. Jeff,
Chris?
what you got, man? tell me more about this company security. I'm already worried. I'm about to go log on after this. And
So even if you don't have a big online presence, like maybe you don't have a website, you don't really use a lot of the internet for any purpose, but yet you still got business going. Obviously, we want you
Sure.
to be using the internet, especially using ProfitDig. But you know, if you're just trying to get by, maybe you spend time, or maybe you're even old school, right? And you keep all your notes on paper.
Yeah.
You're not without risk, right?
Sure.
Especially as your company grows.
Yeah.
There are ways that you can test even just the physical security of your office or your job site.
Okay.
Maybe it's even your home, like where you work out of office in your home or your bedroom. You know, I don't know what size you are, but depending on where you're at, there's always a risk that someone could steal something, vandalize something, damage something. Whether these are important documents, or whether it's bank account information. There's always a risk that something could hamper your ability to function as a business, even if it's not digital.
Absolutely.
So,
It's almost like the smaller the business, potentially the more at risk you are.
in a way, at least the impact is larger, right?
Larger, right? And you probably don't necessarily have these protocols in place to.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it could cripple your business completely. Right. But some things you can do is you can hire a security firm, or even a lot of cybersecurity firms these days have a non-cyber portion of their business.
Really?
And there's a methodology that you use, and it's got kind of a funny name, but it's called physical penetration testing.
Physical, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So if you were ever curious about hiring someone to do this kind of work, that's what you'll have to Google.
Okay.
Physical penetration testing.
All right.
Okay.
Do you recommend using an incognito tab for this, just in case your significant other should use your machine afterwards? They're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
They're like, honey, it's for our benefit. I don't think so, but so.
Yeah, I say, type at your own risk.
Type at your own risk.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
But what you would get from this is physical penetration is there's a couple different ways you can structure this. So you can take like capture the flag. So basically you hire someone and you explain that, hey, I've got this important material that's crucial to my business, and I want to hire you to try to steal that from me.
Okay.
To take that from me. Or at least get access to it. As soon as maybe access. So it's kind of like a capture the flag approach.
I got you.
You identify key objectives, and that company will do their best to meet those objectives. Okay? Without your knowledge. So you've hired them to do it, but they're going to do it at their own pace, the way they want to do it. Now, obviously, there are some laws in place. Like, they can't hurt you. Like,
or break your windows.
Or hold you at gunpoint. I mean, they're not going to do that.
Okay.
But they will test.
Because they'll get my money every time.
They'll get it every time. Yeah. But, it's a pretty good idea that I think a lot of people don't. If I was running my business out of a small office or even out of my home, I think that it would be worth it to have some physical penetration testing. They'll test the security for whatever building you're in. They'll test even social engineering, right? So like maybe you do have what you consider a secure office place. Mm-hmm. This company will try to manipulate your employees to gain entry.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting job.
Interesting. Yeah.
But you hear about some of the more exotic jobs. You can listen to podcasts about this type of thing. But I've heard stories of where a prison hired someone to break into the prison.
To break into the prison.
And they had objectives. They needed to get like something from the warden's office.
Wow.
And it was like, it's kind of a wild story.
Yeah.
Long story short, they broke into that prison.
They broke in.
Legally. Well, technically, I guess they were impersonating people.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, using basic tools available to them. They didn't like
that is wild.
Blow a sidewall out of the prison to get in, anything like that.
They weren't breaking their brother out.
Right, but I guarantee you have something that if it were to be taken from you, or you were to lose it in a fire, whatever it could be, it would cripple your business. So you can go out and find these types of companies to, one, help you identify what your vulnerabilities are, and two, determine can you actually protect those things.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. So
seems like
I recommend physical penetration testing.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, do you recommend one of these podcasts?
Oh, I love those podcasts. Yeah.
Well, is there one top of mind? If not, it's no big deal.
Well, I would say there is a cool, like if you're not into cybersecurity and that type of thing, there is a pretty cool podcast that's maybe a little easier intro. It's called Darknet Diaries.
Darknet Diaries.
Yeah, and it's some of the episodes are about physical penetration testing, but a lot of them are more about just more of the high profile cybersecurity events or more of the day-to-day what events that could happen to anybody. Yeah. But the guy has a very unique storytelling method. And,
fantastic.
I recommend it. Yeah. Darknet Diaries.
Darknet Diaries. Well, check it out.
Hey, speaking of podcasts,
we have a podcast.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, we do have a podcast. Check us out. Basically, just your favorite provider. I mean, just search for ProfitDig.
Search for Digging for Profit, I think is what it's called. That's kind of like a brand.
Well, that's the brand, but yeah, you can also search ProfitDig and find it as well.
Podcast.profitdig.com.
Or podcast.profitdig.com. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, I do now.
We just make the videos, man.
That's right, man. That's right. No, but hey, listen, appreciate you guys joining us. Jeff, as always,
Chris,
I appreciate your insight. Very informative. Producer Jerry, as always, did a wonderful job. Check us out, ProfitDig.com. Just Google ProfitDig, like our content, share it, let us know what you want to talk about. We'll see you next time. Peace.